writing TTS-ready scripts for English, it is crucial to capture the messy, imperfect nature of real human conversation. People rarely speak in perfectly structured, uninterrupted paragraphs. To achieve a realistic podcast or bestie dialogue, you must heavily employ the following conventions. 1. Disfluencies and filler words. Use words like, honestly and literally to mirror how people buy time while thinking. Example, it's just like completely unhinged behavior.
Yeah.
2. Active listening and back-channeling. The listener shouldn't be silent. Break up any explanation longer than 2 sentences with reactions from the other speaker. Example, host speaker. So she literally packed up her entire life in a laundry basket. Expert speaker, wait, a laundry basket. Host speaker, yes, a plastic laundry basket. 3, interruptions and trailing off. Real conversations have overlapping thoughts. Use M dashes to show someone cutting in or trailing off. Never use ellipses. Example, expert speaker. But if you think about the financial implications of host speaker, oh my god, the finances are completely a mess. 4. Colloquialisms and informal phrasing match the specific demographic. For snarky pop culture podcasts, use terms like babes, era, down bad, delusion, math is not mathing, and unhinged. Example, babes, we are eventually in our spiral era.
False starts. People often start a sentence, change their mind, and restart. Example. But I just don't understand why she would say that.
Use words like so, completely, absolutely, and literally to add emotional weight, especially for a dramatic host. Example. I am absolutely panicking for him right now. Example, natural notes.
Babes, somewhere right now, someone is buying a $14 latte with daddy's credit card, someone is pretending they're self-made after getting a trust fund, and someone is making another terrible decision in Manhattan. So naturally, we're talking next-gen NYC.
Babes, welcome back. We love you. We see you. And babes, we are so happy to have you here.
We really are. Pull up a chair, grab a glass, because we are going back to an absolute classic tonight. The rum and cokes are heavily on deck. Okay.
Honestly, sometimes the classics just never miss. I feel like rum and coke, just as a cocktail category, gets a tremendous amount of disrespect in our modern era.
Oh, absolutely. Like, completely disrespected.
Because we live in this age of, like, smoked rosemary-infused mezcal with a dash of elderflower and, I don't know, a single tear of a monk harvested at midnight. It's exhausting.
It is so much work.
Exactly. The rum and coke is democratic. It's reliable. You go to a dive bar in Brooklyn, you get a rum and coke. It tastes exactly the same as a rum and coke at a 5-star hotel in Tribeca.
Well, the Tribeca one costs $32.
Right. But structurally, chemically, it is the exact same beverage.
I will defend it to the death. Like, we are dentists, babes. We look down people's mouths all day long. We deal with insurance coding and plaque.
So much plaque.
So much plaque. When I get home, I do not want to become a mixologist with a kitchen blowtorch. I want dark rum. I want crisp, aggressively carbonated Coca-Cola. And I want a lime wedge that I squeeze with my bare hands.
Yeah, there is something so incredibly specific about a summer weekend that just demands a simple cocktail.
Exactly. One that tastes like the questionable decisions you made when you were 22, but slightly elevated because now we buy the good rum.
Speak for yourself. I bought the mid-tier rum because, frankly, we are officially in our spiral era. And mid-tier rum is basically the corporate sponsor of overthinking.
Oh my gosh, the spiral era is so real right now. The weekend is almost here, and my brain is vibrating.
I am currently overthinking a brunch plan I made for this Saturday. I already want to cancel it.
No. Wait, the bottomless brunch?
Yes. I am literally drafting I'm so sorry, I have a migraine text in my head right now, and it's only Thursday.
Thursday is the absolute worst. Thursday is the day the realization hits that you made weekend plans on Tuesday when you were feeling, like, optimistic and alive, and now you have to actually execute them.
It's awful. Monday, you have the adrenaline of a fresh start. Thursday is just Friday's evil, unhinged twin.
It really is. The tiny inconveniences have become full-blown life crises this week. I dropped a floss pick in the clinic today, and I genuinely stared at the floor for a full minute, just contemplating walking out into the ocean.
You were ready to surrender to the sea over dental floss.
The battery is completely depleted.
And yet, while our emotional batteries are running on empty, my financial battery is actively being drained because Snark Squad, I need you to know that the snacks on deck tonight, every single one of them, came from the TikTok shop.
I am not ashamed to admit it. I love the hype.
It is a sickness.
It is not.
Right.
Look, we have the freeze-dried Skittles. We have those bizarre chamois pickles that come in the giant red bag. We have the Swedish candy that literally everyone in Europe is allegedly eating.
You bought a pickle that came in the mail.
It went viral.
A warm pickle sent through the United States Postal Service. It's a biohazard. I am convinced this entire TikTok shop marketplace is the greatest, sinister social experiment of our time.
To see what people will buy.
Yes, to see what people will buy if you put a catchy audio over it. It completely bypasses the rational center of the brain. It's a giant financial trap.
I vibrate at a higher frequency when I am unboxing a package I forgot I ordered at 2 in the morning. It feels like a gift to me from past me.
Past you is terrible at budgeting.
Past me wants to enjoy her life. But okay, speaking of chaos and things we cannot control, since the weekend is almost here, it is time to give the Snark Squad their weekend spiral horoscopes.
Oh boy, let's get through this before I age out of the demographic that cares about astrology.
You love it. Okay, rapid fire. Here's the harmless chaos you can expect this weekend. Aries, you will text your ex after exactly 1 rum and coke. Put the phone down. It will not be casual.
Taurus, you are going to spend $80 on a luxury candle you will literally never light because you're quote-unquote saving it.
Gemini, you will double book yourself, completely panic, and end up staying home in sweatpants.
Cancer, you will cry over a dog adoption video by 4 p.m. on Saturday. Honestly, probably sooner.
Leo, you will pick a fight in a grocery store line, then compliment their shoes and become best friends.
Virgo, you will deep clean your kitchen, but entirely ignore the massive pile of laundry on your bedroom chair. Just completely blind to it.
Libra, you will be influenced into buying an overpriced matcha whisk, completely forgetting that you hate matcha.
Scorpio, you will deep dive into your crush's ex's Instagram from 5 years ago and accidentally double tap a photo. Thoughts and prayers.
Sagittarius, you will spend 4 hours looking at Zillow listings in a state you've never even visited.
Capricorn, you will attempt to relax by color-coding your budget spreadsheet because you are deeply unwell.
Aquarius, you will give an unsolicited lecture about a really niche documentary at a party.
And Pisces, you will adopt a brand new aesthetic, buy clothes for it, and abandon it completely by Monday morning.
The universe has spoken, babes.
The universe is messy. And speaking of the universe, doing those horoscopes just reminds me of our own financial realities.
Oh God, don't do this to us.
No, think about it. We look at molars and bicuspids all day. We deal with actual human health. And yet, I'm looking at my bank account wondering where the money went.
Babes, I honestly think we might be cursed.
We are definitely cursed.
Like, how are we born regular instead of into billionaire families? We work incredibly hard. We have doctorates.
We do. And somehow 23-year-olds on television are ordering $1,000 bottle service on a Tuesday.
But listen, I am convinced that wealth manifestation is real.
Oh, here we go.
No, seriously, we just need to vibrate higher. We need to align our chakras with abundance. We are just a few positive affirmations away from waking up with a trust fund. I am manifesting it right now. I claim this energy.
Let me stop you right there, because we need to talk about how trust funds actually work.
Don't ruin my manifestation.
I have to. You cannot manifest a trust fund retroactively. A trust is a legal fiduciary arrangement. Your parents have to actually have capital, place it into a trust, and name you as the beneficiary.
But the universe?
The universe is not going to suddenly rewrite your birth certificate so your dad is the inventor of toaster strudels. The universe clearly plays favorites, and we accidentally got assigned the work for everything difficulty setting at birth.
It is so unfair.
We missed the Nepo baby boat. Being a hard-working medical professional is simply, objectively, less profitable than being a 23-year-old influencer who films their iced coffee.
Let me have my delusion for just one weekend. I just want rich parents for 48 hours. I want to know what it feels like to accidentally spend $10,000 and not have my heart palpitate.
That would be nice.
Right. I want to know the psychological freedom of swiping a card without doing mental math about my electric bill.
Well, until your retroactive manifestation alters the space-time continuum, we will just have to live vicariously. But babes, enough about our financial delusions. Let's get into theirs.
Yes. Let's talk about the Season 2 premiere of Next Gen NYC, Episode 1, Serving Country.
Serving country, actually, if you ask Imra.
Oh my God, yes. Babes, this episode gave us absolutely everything. It felt like coming home if your home was a hyper-expensive, incredibly toxic, gossip-filled Manhattan apartment.
It was a masterpiece of terrible decisions.
So let's start with the absolute biggest news of the episode, which is the Ariana and Hudson breakup tour. My heart physically aches for Ariana.
It's been a long time coming.
10 years. Ariana Biermann and Hudson McLeroy, after 10 years together, on and off, have officially broken up. And they announced it through a joint Instagram story.
The joint breakup statement. We really need to unpack the mechanics of this because it has become an absolute epidemic in influencer culture.
It is so wild to me.
Ava was sitting there saying, are they Kate Middleton? Who cares? And honestly, I have to agree with Ava on this specific point. The joint statement for a reality TV couple in their early 20s is unhinged.
But it's so dramatic. I love it.
From a public relations standpoint, I understand why they do it. It controls the narrative. If you don't issue a joint statement, the rumor mill starts, the TikTok sleuths start looking at who liked whose photos, and suddenly you are defending yourself against cheating allegations. A joint statement is basically a corporate merger dissolving.
See, I completely disagree that it's just corporate PR. I think it's a trauma response to having your entire life scrutinized.
Trauma response.
Yes, because I totally empathize with Ariana. Moving out in New York City is deeply traumatic under the best circumstances. You have to pack up your entire life. The rent is astronomical. You're literally crying in the back of an Uber XL with a fake ficus tree.
That sounds very personal.
It is. But what I find absolutely iconic is that she secured a brand deal to vlog her moving process. She was literally getting paid to wrap her laundry basket in plastic wrap.
That is the influencer economy at work right there.
Yeah.
She explicitly said on camera, being an influencer is not your average 9 to 5. I got to do something because that's my way of income.
The hustle.
When your life is your product, even your heartbreak has to be monetized. It's fascinating when you consider she was raised by Kim Zolciak.
Right.
You'd expect full table flipping, wig snatching chaos during a breakup, but she's actually incredibly grounded. She's moving to Brooklyn. She scrapped her whole fashion line because Ava criticized her style last season, and Ariana looked in the mirror and was like, you know what? No, she's right. I don't have good style.
The self-awareness is staggering. I will defend Ariana's maturity all day. The Snark Squad on the Reddit threads are completely agreeing with us too.
What are they saying?
They're pointing out that even when somebody is awful to her, she is so polite. Like, Ava was entirely rude to her, barely said hello at that press event, acting like she's Anna Wintour. And Ariana was still like, but she is beautiful.
It's a great tactic. Kill them with kindness and you come out looking like the sane one. But we really have to talk about Hudson.
Oh, Hudson.
Because Hudson is yearning. He is fully tragically simping.
It's physically uncomfortable to watch.
He shows up to Imra's country-themed birthday party, and he's just waiting on Ariana hand and foot. He's hovering like a golden retriever that got left out in the rain.
He looks so sad.
He admitted that the stress of New York ruined their relationship. He wasn't working on anything, he had no drive, and he basically became unattractive to her.
That quote broke me. Ariana said since she was 14, she wanted to help this boy. He called her when he was down bad, and she held his hand. But as time went on, she realized nobody was holding hers.
Oof.
Right. It is the quintessential female experience in your early 20s, realizing you have become a free rehabilitation center for a man who won't help himself.
It's a very real realization. But the context makes it so much richer and kind of hilarious. Because every time we eat Zaxby's chicken, we are indirectly funding Hudson's tragic yearning.
Oh my God, the Zaxby's money.
Hudson is the Zaxby's heir. The fried chicken money is fueling this Manhattan sadness. And when you are heir to a fast food empire, what is your drive?
None. You have no drive.
Exactly. Why would you hustle in New York City when you have an infinite safety net of poultry wealth? That lack of drive is exactly what Ariana found unattractive.
And the plot completely thickens because enter Liam Obergefell.
Oh, Liam, the Renaissance man.
Liam is a multi-hyphenate. He is an actor, a writer, a director, a ski instructor, a volunteer fireman. He rides horses, he rides motorcycles, he surfs, and he plays on 3 men's league hockey teams.
It sounds like a dating profile written by a malfunctioning AI.
But he is so hot.
His lore is classic old money Manhattan. He grew up on the Upper West Side, went to prep school, his parents have a house upstate, where his horse literally lives. He is the exact foil to Hudson.
Yes.
Hudson is new money fast food, Liam is established, curated wealth, and Liam is flirting with Ariana right in front of Hudson at the party.
Ariana is single, she's mingling, Liam is asking if she's single, and Hudson is just watching from across the room with Charlie.
Which seamlessly brings us to the most unhinged subplot of this entire premiere.
I am already shaking.
We have to talk about Charlie Zakor's crypto torture house era.
I still cannot believe this is a real sentence we have to say out loud on this podcast. I mean, on this deep dive. Like, my brain cannot compute this.
Charlie Zakur was present at a Soho townhouse where a crypto investor was allegedly held captive and tortured.
I am panicking just hearing the words. I cannot wrap my mind around how dark this is.
We need to explain the severity of this for anyone who missed the news over the summer. A tourist was allegedly held hostage in a townhouse. Charlie wasn't charged, but he is dealing with the fallout.
It is so heavy.
And what does he say in his confessional about this literal crime scene? My freedom isn't worth an edit.
That is the shadiest, most terrifying thing anyone has ever said on television.
It implies massive legal liability. If you are casually bringing up you can't talk about your summer because you might go to prison, you shouldn't be filming a reality show.
Go home. Call a lawyer.
The psychology of this is astounding. He acts like TikTok rumors are his only problem. The FBI and the NYPD do not care about your Bravo edit. If law enforcement is involved, anything you say on camera can be subpoenaed.
Oh my God, right.
We have seen this with Tom Girardi. We've seen this with Jen Shah. Reality TV is a moth to a flame for people with legal exposure, and Charlie sitting there acting like he's just trying to avoid drama is absurd.
I am panicking on behalf of Hudson because Hudson is heartbroken, he is vulnerable, and who sweeps in to be his new best friend, Charlie.
Of course, it's Charlie.
I feel like I am watching a horror movie where the audience knows the killer is in the house, but the main character is just offering him a beer.
Charlie literally says, Hudson's really warmed up to me. He's like me if I was whipped and sober. I'm inclined to take Hudson under my wings. He's a sweet, borderline too nice billionaire.
Which is code for, I want Hudson to pay for my life.
Yeah.
The Snark Squad on Reddit is screaming, Hudson, keep that money away from Charlie.
He's absolutely manipulating him.
And the wildest part, Charlie casually tells Hudson that maybe he'll try to hook up with Ariana low-key.
Right to his face.
Yeah.
And Hudson just sits there.
Do something, Hudson.
Hudson is so heartbroken and depleted that a man tangentially related to a kidnapping case threatens to sleep with his fresh ex-girlfriend, and Hudson just lets him tag along to the pregame. It is so dark.
It's terrifying. I want to jump through the screen and shake Hudson by the shoulders.
Same.
But you know what's not terrifying, but is just purely delightfully delusional? The Battle of the Brats. Ava versus Gia.
Oh, the delusion in this storyline is a masterclass in misplaced priorities.
Let's lay out the facts for everyone. Ava Dash got a $44,000 eviction notice for her Tribeca apartment.
44 grand.
Which, by the way, costs $9,995 a month in rent. Almost 10 grand a month for rent.
We need to explain how someone even gets to this point. Because in New York City, to rent an apartment for $10,000 a month, you typically need to prove you make 40 times the monthly rent.
Which is insane math.
If you don't make that, you need a guarantor who makes 80 times the rent. Ava splits this apartment with her dad, Damon Dash.
Yeah.
But Damon Dash is publicly bankrupt. He didn't pay his half. The rent defaults.
So there is a literal physical eviction notice from a court taped to her door with her name on it.
Glued to the door.
But is Ava worried about the $44,000? No. Ava is furious at Gia Giudice because Gia went on a podcast and called Ava a liar.
Let's unpack the sheer absurdity of this crisis management. Ava is mad because last season she claimed Gia's mother, Teresa Giudice, unfollowed her on Instagram.
A tragedy.
Gia goes on an interview and says, Ava's a liar. My mom doesn't care enough to unfollow you. So Ava's entire brand reputation, in her mind, is ruined by this statement.
Right. Read her quote. It's so good.
Ava literally says, when you search my name, the first thing that pops up is Ava-evicted. I don't need my friends adding to that. Why would a brand want to work with somebody who is a liar?
I am going to play devil's advocate here.
You cannot defend this.
I can. As an influencer, your reputation is your currency. If people think you are making up fake drama for attention, brands might actually pull away because you look messy. She is trying to protect the one thing she has control over.
I have to completely disagree. The brands do not care about Teresa Giudice's Instagram following list. The brands care about financial insolvency and lawsuits. If you are a high-end fashion influencer, getting evicted for non-payment is the headline that ruins your brand alignment with luxury houses, not a reality TV beef over a follow button. She orders regular water at a restaurant and gets mad it's not sparkling, while she is 44 grand in debt. It is financial illiteracy masked as PR management.
Okay, the sparkling water thing was ridiculous. I'll give you that. And then they have the confrontation at Emra's after party. Ava says she wants to clear her name. Gia tells her she's dragging it. And then Gia drops the most hypocritical line in reality TV history.
Mothers and family are off limits.
I had to pause the television. I had to get up and walk around my living room to process it.
Gia Giudice, a young woman whose entire existence in the public eye, her entire presence on this television network, is based on her mother and her uncle destroying their family on camera for 15 years, is saying family is off limits.
The Gorgas and the Giudices literally threw christening tables at each other.
They did.
They went to prison. The family drama paid for Gia's college tuition. She literally sang a sad, viral song about waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things, and those things were her family fighting.
Exactly. The psychological dissonance is staggering. You cannot rewrite history just because you are in your 20s now and want to project a pristine, elevated image.
No, you can.
If you are on this show, your family is the plot. It is the foundation of the network's business model. You cannot pull the off-limits card when your mom is Teresa Giudice. It is a fundamental misunderstanding of the contract you signed with the audience.
It was so messy. But you know what? The true star of the episode, the person who is carrying the season on her back, brings us to Georgia's gay grapevine and the great hygiene scandal.
Georgia McCann is reality television gold. She is unhinged in the most entertaining, chaotic way possible.
I want to defend Georgia so hard. First of all, she shares that she went to an inpatient program for an eating disorder over the summer. That is incredibly brave to share on television.
It really is.
She said it was the best decision of her life, and she's in a really good place, and I genuinely love that for her. But then she shows up to Emra's birthday party,
which Emra titled her country birthday party. But obviously the network clearly forced them to just put country on the screen graphics.
Right. So Georgia's the first one there, making awkward small talk with Emra's dad because she and Emra are actively beefing.
Because of the Ozempic comment.
Yes. Emra brings up last year's comment where Georgia said Emra's Ozempic must be wearing off because she ordered food. Georgia apologizes, but then she drops a nuclear bomb to pivot the conversation.
She says, I heard through the gay grapevine you felt I was flirting with your boyfriend, Kevin.
And then, Snark Squad, she delivers a monologue that should be submitted for an Emmy. Quote, "The gay grapevine is my network of queer people, both domestically and internationally, who are my eyes and ears and tell me things. It's a lifelong commitment to establish a gay grapevine. The gay grapevine operates, above the CIA in terms of functionality. I do not reveal my sources within the gay grapevine, ever."
It is the funniest thing I have ever heard. But we also have to examine the sociology of this. The gay grapevine is a legitimate cultural phenomenon. It's historically how marginalized groups pass information safely.
Right.
But Georgia has weaponized it into a private international intelligence firm monitoring her frenemy's boyfriend. It is a massive power play. She completely disarmed Emra. Emra wanted to confront her about the Ozempic comment, and Georgia flipped the script by revealing she has offshore intelligence assets tracking Emra's insecurities.
She is carrying the season. Emra says she's washing her hands of Georgia, which is the most ironic choice of words in the history of television because we have to talk about the hygiene scandal.
Yes. Georgia admits she was fighting for her life on the toilet the night before because she ate bad bodega salami.
We have all been there. Bodega sandwiches are a staple of New York living. It's a calculated risk you take for convenience.
Sure, the risk-reward ratio of deli meat is something every New Yorker calculates.
Yeah.
But then it comes out that Georgia caused a separate scandal by refusing to wash her hands after using a public restroom.
I was screaming.
A girl literally blocked her from leaving the bathroom because Georgia refused to use soap and water.
She said she's very healthy and doesn't get sick. Look, I am going to defend her right to be weird. Is it gross? Yes. Is it iconic television that we will be quoting for years? Also, yes.
As a medical professional, I cannot let you defend unwashed hands. The whole contract of a civilized society relies on hand washing, especially post-bodega salami illness.
I mean, true.
How do you go on television and admit you have an international intelligence network, but you don't understand basic germ theory? It is indefensible.
Okay, fair. I'll give you that. But we have to look at the background chaos of this episode, specifically Brooks, Shy, and Liam. Brooks Marks is honestly a sleeper hit this season.
The boss baby. Ava called him the boss baby, and it is the most accurate description of a human being I have ever heard. He is this tiny, deadpan entrepreneur.
And what has he been doing all summer? baking sourdough bread in a Dutch oven.
Well, Chloe didn't even know what a Dutch oven was for baking. She thought it was just when you fart under the blankets.
Which is so funny, and Brooks bragged about his WikiFeet rating. Liam found out he was on a feet website and had a 4.48 rating, and Brooks immediately goes, I have a 4.9, hell yeah!
The WikiFeet economy is fascinating, and his absolute unbothered pride in having a 4.9 rating shows a level of self-assurance I aspire to.
Shame.
And then he shows up to Emra's hyper-curated, aesthetically perfect birthday party, which she keeps calling a work event, by the way, dressed exactly like Woody from Toy Story.
He looks so cute. He said his voice sounds less irritating in a southern accent, and he wasn't wrong. Meanwhile, Shai shows up in a full, literal horse costume. A massive mascot head.
Shai is like the cast's emotional support puppy that was abandoned by Dylan last season, and now everyone just has to take care of him. The juxtaposition of this cast is why the show works.
Totally.
You have Liam, who possesses this insane generational wealth, Upper West Side Gossip Girl lore, standing next to Shai, who's profusely sweating inside a horse mask.
Liam is like, yeah, I play on hedge money and ride my horse Chewy in upstate New York, and Shai is just neighing in the corner trying to breathe through synthetic fur.
It's incredible. All right, let's break down the actual motivations here. It's time for shady, snarky, or stupid. We have to figure out what these people are actually doing.
Ooh, yes, let's do it. Let's look at Ava trying to save her brand reputation by fighting Gia over a podcast comment while actively getting an eviction notice taped to her door.
Okay, what do you think?
I really want to say it's snarky because she's providing us with elite drama and giving us classic reality TV conflict.
But no, it is pure 100% stupid. The math is simply not mathing.
The math is so bad.
You are living in a $10,000 a month apartment. Your father is in bankruptcy proceedings. You owe $44,000 to a landlord. And your primary concern is that Teresa Giudice's daughter clarified an Instagram unfollow rumor.
It's so dumb.
Brands do not care about Real Housewives adjacency drama when you are legally being removed from your domicile. It is a catastrophic failure to prioritize.
Okay, you're right. The financial denial makes it completely stupid. What about Charlie cozying up to Hudson right after Hudson becomes single and vulnerable?
I'm going to say it's shady, but like a lazy, opportunistic shady.
Oh, I think it is deeply, toxically shady. It is highly calculated. Charlie is sitting there, basically a pariah to the rest of the group because he insulted everyone's body last summer and was present at a literal torture house.
Right.
He sees Hudson with a broken heart and a billionaire fast food empire. He says, I'm inclined to take Hudson under my wings. He just wants Hudson to pay for his drinks, his Ubers, and his lifestyle. He is scamming him emotionally.
And he admits he might try to sleep with Ariana. That is what pushes it into predatory territory for me.
Yeah.
You can be someone's wingman and also explicitly plot to steal their ex-girlfriend in the exact same breath. It violates every code of friendship.
Totally shady. Okay, let's look at Georgia confronting Amara's boyfriend rumors by citing her international gay grapevine intelligence network.
This is top-tier snarky. This is the textbook definition of snarky reality TV behavior.
It's brilliant. She didn't yell, she didn't scream or throw a drink. She just calmly informed Emira that her queer operatives located in foreign countries had gathered intelligence on Emira's deep-seated insecurities, and she was bringing that dossier to the table.
It's snarky because it completely neutralized the threat. Emira wanted to be mad about the Ozempic comment, but Georgia exposed the real reason Emira was mad insecurity about her boyfriend. It was a tactical masterclass in conversation redirection.
So true. Okay, we need to categorize these people further. Trust fund or main character. Who is actually likable on this cast?
It has to be Ariana.
100%. I will stand by that.
She handled a very public, very messy breakup with incredible grace. She acknowledged she was holding on to a relationship that wasn't serving her anymore. She didn't trash Hudson in the press.
Nope.
And as we discussed, she understood the assignment and got a brand deal out of wrapping a laundry basket. That is likable hustle.
And she didn't fight back when Ava was rude to her. She just smiled and acknowledged her beauty. She is elevated. Now, who is completely out of touch?
This is a tight race, but the crown goes to Ava.
Oh, absolutely, without question.
Pretending you weren't evicted when there was a literal, legally binding notice on your door and saying, who hasn't gotten a notice?
Everyone.
Ava. Most people have not gotten a $44,000 notice on their door. That is not a relatable Tuesday occurrence for the general public. It shows a profound disconnect from how the working class operates.
She is living in an alternate dimension. Who is secretly the funniest?
Brooks Marks?
Without a doubt. He is so deadpan. When Liam asks if he has his outfit ready for the party and Brooks just calmly asks, pointy toe or square toe, he doesn't miss a single beat.
His absolute pride over the 4.9 WikiFeet rating. The accidental Woody costume. Brooks is giving us subtle, dry comedy, and in a cast full of screaming matches, we desperately need that grounding humor.
Who's trying too hard?
Emra. I'm sorry, I love her makeup looks, her aesthetics are beautiful, but calling your own country-themed birthday party a work event and demanding perfection from everyone is exhausting.
Keep your shit together. It's my birthday, but it's a work event. It is a party in Brooklyn with people wearing Louis Vuitton cowboy jackets and horse masks. It is not the Met Gala. You are not Anna Wintour. Relax and have a tequila shot.
Finally, who is carrying the season?
Georgia McCann.
Unwashed hands, bad bodega salami, CIA-level gossip networks. She's television gold. She understands the reality TV assignment perfectly. She clocks in, delivers the bizarre drama, refuses to use basic hygiene products, and clocks out.
I love her so much. Okay, let's play a game. If we had their bank accounts tomorrow, what are we buying? I want to know the first 5 ridiculous, extravagant things you would do if you woke up with next-gen NYC money.
Oh, this is fun.
I'll go first because I am actively manifesting this list. Number 1, I am paying someone $9,000 a month whose sole job is to curate my TikTok shop snacks. They will taste test the chamoy pickles so I don't have to risk gastrointestinal distress.
That is a fundamental waste of capital, but continue.
Yeah. Number 2, I am buying a Tribeca apartment solely to evict my enemies from it. I will rent it out to people who have wronged me in the past, let them get comfortable, and then personally serve them with a $44,000 notice just for the theatrical drama of it all.
That is incredibly vindictive. I fully support it.
Number 3, I am funding a private investigator to operate my own personal gay grapevine. I want international operatives finding out why the barista at Starbucks gave me decaf on Tuesday. I want files on everyone.
Unhinged.
Number 4, I am hiring a professional handholder, someone whose only job is to walk next to me and validate my existence so I never feel depleted like Ariana did. And number 5, I am buying a horse and putting it in an Upper West Side apartment just to see if the co-op board will let me. Your turn.
All right, my analytical, slightly shady wealth plan, number 1. I am buying Zaxby's, the entire corporate franchise.
Wait, what?
And I am going to change the secret sauce recipe just slightly every single week just to mess with Hudson's mind and destabilize his empire.
That is psychological warfare.
Number 2, I am bribing the network executives to edit me out of any room Charlie is in. I will pay millions for the literal freedom edit Charlie thinks he's getting. If he walks into a scene, I want to be digitally removed from the footage like a ghost. I want zero association.
That is worth every single penny.
Number 3, I am hiring a full-time salaried hand washer, someone who follows me around and physically washes my hands for me so I can live a chaotic, unhinged bodega salami lifestyle like Georgia, but remain medically hygienic.
Practical luxury.
Number 4, I am buying Teresa Giudice's Instagram account. I will own the login credentials, and I will randomly follow and unfollow Ava Dash every 6 hours, just to keep her in a constant spinning state of PR panic.
You are an evil genius. Oh my God.
And number 5, I am buying a state-of-the-art dental clinic, but I am only doing dentistry on the cast of reality television shows, and I am micing the dentist chair so they spill all their NDAs and secrets while under laughing gas.
Now that is a sustainable business model. Okay, babes, let's do a reality check on these people before we wrap up. Let's do a final analytical breakdown of the mental states of this cast. Who is actually living in reality?
It has to be Ariana. She looked at her relationship objectively, realized the New York City stress was ruining it, realized she was doing all the heavy lifting emotionally, and she chose herself.
Yeah, she really did.
She chose the Brooklyn rent, she chose her own peace, and she even realized her faction line wasn't working and scrapped it without ego. That is living in reality.
It takes so much maturity to admit something isn't working when you've invested 10 years of your youth into it. She could have dragged it out for a toxic storyline to guarantee screen time, but she cut the cord. Now, who desperately needs a reality check?
It's Gia Giudice. I have to hammer this home. It is so utterly absurd for a reality TV child to claim family is off limits on a Bravo-style show. Gia, your family's trauma is the foundation this genre is built on.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Your mom went to federal prison on camera. You cannot pretend you are above the fray when your tuition was paid by table flips. If you are on the screen, your family is the plot. Accept it or get off the screen.
It's harsh, but it's entirely true. Who surprised you the most this episode?
Charlie. I am genuinely shocked that someone who is tangentially related to a literal kidnapping and torture case is just casually hanging out at a country-themed birthday party, drinking beer like nothing happened.
He was at a townhouse where a tourist was allegedly tortured for 2 months, and he's just sitting on a velvet couch in Brooklyn saying, Hudson's a sweet billionaire, maybe I'll hit on his ex.
The level of compartmentalization, or perhaps pure sociopathy, is astounding.
Yeah.
He just brushes off a federal investigation as TikTok noise. It is a chilling detachment from reality.
Okay, what are our predictions for what's coming next this season?
It's pretty clear based on the premiere's editing. Liam, the multi-hyphenate hockey player, is going to successfully flirt with Ariana. Ariana is going to entertain it because she's single, she's healing, and he's charming with great real estate.
And Hudson is going to spiral. He's going to lose his absolute mind watching it happen in real time.
And when Hudson spirals, who is going to be right there to catch him? Charlie Zakur. Charlie is going to take full financial and emotional advantage of Hudson's broken heart. He will move into Hudson's apartment, drink his expensive bourbon, put his entire life on the Zaxby's black card, and drag Hudson down into his legal mess with him.
I am genuinely scared for Hudson. I really am. But I also cannot wait to watch every single second of it unfold.
It is going to be a spectacular slow-motion train wreck.
Well, Snark Squad, that is our recap of the Next Gen NYC premiere. But now we are turning it back to you. We want to hear from you in the comments, in our DMs, everywhere. First question. Which TikTok shop purchase actually lived up to the hype for you? Tell me if there is something actually worth my money or if it's all just warm pickles and regret.
Second question. Which of our weekend spiral horoscopes matched your chaotic energy best? Are you the Aries texting your ex or the Virgo completely ignoring the laundry chair?
Third, what is the very first thing you would buy if you woke up with Next Gen NYC money? Get creative, babes. We want to hear the delusions. And finally, who is your favorite cast member so far this season? Are you Team Ariana, Team George's unwashed hands, or Team Brooks the boss baby?
I want to leave you all with one final thought to mull over this weekend. If this friend group is already fracturing over an eviction notice, an Instagram unfollow, and a joint breakup statement, what happens when the actual crypto torture house legal documents drop and the subpoenas start flying? Are these friendships built on actual loyalty, or are they just trauma bonding in nice clothes until the feds show up?
Oof. That is the question of the season. Babes, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Remember to subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with another messy babe in your life.
Stay rich in spirit, stay messy in moderation, and we'll see you on the Snark side.